Hello, everyone. We're almost at the new year. By the time I post this, it probably is going to be the new year. I just wanted to take a moment and just kind of recap my life a little bit. I've been having a lot happen this last year. For the most part, it just hasn't been great, and I feel like getting it out would be the healthiest thing for me right now. Back in January, we were living at an old unit, an old apartment that wasn't great. There's a lot of things wrong with it. It was so bad in terms of the condition of the unit that we were getting physically sick, my partner and I. My partner experienced more issues than I did. He got asthma. He ended up having to deal with a lot of headaches like I did. There was always just trash laying around. The complex got excessively hot, like to the point of potentially giving heat stroke since there was no ventilation in the unit whatsoever. There was always some kind of biological mess in areas. The biggest one is that there's still a severe blood stain from a child that was outside of our unit. I don't know if it's still there, but we also have moved since then. In February, we had switched jobs. We used to work at the same company before. That was kind of abusive. That broke law and ended up getting shut down. And then the new place that we worked at ended up being also pretty abusive to the point where one of the employees had severe anger issues and caused an entire store to quit or get fired. And then my partner decided to leave because he was also getting bullied and the owner threatened him. I stayed. I don't feel like it was a good decision to stay. I had multiple opportunities to leave and I wish I would have taken one. I've now been put into a situation where I may end up losing my job for absolutely no reason. Past that, we ended up moving halfway through this last year to a new place that at first seemed really nice, but has issues, and management changed, and management was a bully and threatened me specifically. And it took 6 months for them to even think that replacing a dishwasher was legal. So we ended up having to go through a bunch of that. And we're still living here, and we're still living here for a little bit longer. It's been pretty stressful, not going to lie. I've been not doing too great. I am thankful my partner has a pretty well-paying job, or at least a pretty good job that he knows what he's doing at. There's not many opportunities for me since I work in a kind of specialized field. There's not really many opportunities for me to have a career or career growth. It's not been fun. My hopes for the new year are January is probably not going to be great this new year in 2024 because of everything happening. But we're planning on moving once our lease is finished, and we're hopefully going to be getting into a place that's much cheaper and getting jobs to where I only have to work part-time, if at all. I probably would start out full-time and then drop down to part-time. And then with that, I can focus on the housework. I can focus on some of my projects and hobbies. And it's a discussion we've had a lot on if that would be the best thing to do. And I think for us, since he doesn't really mind working and he doesn't have excessive hobbies like I do, we're basically choosing that having me just be the house caretaker, there we go, is going to be the best option for us. So hopefully things get better. I do want to start taking care of myself a bit more. this whole last year I've been having some pretty severe medical issues since I have an autoimmune disorder that went dormant for a little bit but is now slowly coming back. And I'm pretty sure stress has been a huge factor in it, but it's hard to really say if it's stress or if it's just time for my body to have issues. But it's been awful having every single day just feel horrible. If it's not a headache, I'm tired. If it's not being tired, I'm in pain. If it's not I'm in pain, then I can't feel my hands or I can barely breathe. I get dizzy pretty easily when one aspect of it's in full swing. So hopefully in the new year I can start focusing on that a bit more. We've had excuse me. I just got home from work, so my entire throat and existence is in pain. I'm drinking tea. That's probably what the sip you heard was, and then I choked on it. One of the other big things that we're planning on when we move is to start exercising again. I specifically want to more focus on water, just water intake, since all I drink is coffee and sometimes tea. And sometimes I'll drink a soda instead of coffee. But I don't have a good habit of drinking water. I used to, and then I got really sick the first time. And just to try to recover, I just started doing anything that was comforting. And even now, just trying to cope, I've been eating unhealthily. I've been drinking unhealthily. So, just things for the future that I want to start doing. And hobbies are one of the biggest things I want to do. There's so much that I want to do, but working about 50 hours a week, and I know other people work more and still do their hobbies, but working 50 plus hours a week while being incredibly ill is extremely difficult, especially since I do most of the housework as well. By the end of the day, by the time that I actually have time to do my hobbies, I am so tired that I just need to sit down and just exist and hope that the pain goes away, or that the tiredness goes away, or that I just sleep and then the next day I just get back up and go to work, come home, clean the house, and then same routine. But we're planning on fixing that so that way I can focus on my health and focus on getting better. Yeah, 2024 is looking like it might be a bad year still. But I mean, I've seen some of the jokes about it on Instagram and some other social media, saying that people finally realize to stop saying that X year is going to be their year. They're just realizing well, let's just hope we can get through the next year. We'll do that. We'll survive. It's just to what degree can we survive with, living in a country that doesn't care about us. But, oh well. If you enjoyed my ramblings, feel free to comment. Tell me how you want to change things for the better in 2024. I ask for no political comments. I ask for no doomsday comments, because I know that's a thing going around right now as well. Try to make it sweet. Try to make it just things that you think you can obtain. That's your homework. What goal can you make for 2024 that is actually reasonable? And not saying going to the gym every day, because that's not reasonable. Nobody has time for that. Unless you work in a gym, in which at that case you're cheating. Eventually I'll do another ramblings video. I have one in the work. but I don't know how long it's going to take me to be able to get that one out because I'm already late on this one. So, Happy New Year and enjoy your first day of January. Bye.